Hey gang, Fletcher here once again with DJ Event Planner, and we often get a lot of questions about how can I mass email clients that I have in my DJ Event Planner account. And you may or may not know already that it is not possible, or I should say you're not allowed to mass email clients from within your DJ Event Planner account, mainly for a couple of reasons. One, we're connected directly to your outgoing email server, which if you mass email directly through that, or if you mass email from your own email, it is quite possible that you can get your own email address blacklisted. Second of all, the originating IP address, which would be our server IP addresses, could also be blacklisted in that case. So if you need to mass email clients, say you want to send out a mass email for a promotion, or you want to target clients that you serviced last year and wish them a happy holiday, you're going to want to use a mass email program for that, because that will provide you a level of protection to prevent your email address from getting blacklisted. So with that said, how do we get our clients exported out of DJ Event Planner? To do that, we're going to use a custom report, and we can find that underneath Reports, Export Data. In this case of wanting to export events that we have serviced, we're going to want to utilize the events-based report. Once we click in to create a new events-based report, we'll be greeted with our available field options that we can utilize for this report. So for example, for mass emailing, we probably want to include the client email address, of course. So we could scroll down to the client email, as well as we can grab any other information that we want to utilize here. So let's say we want to utilize the client name. Perhaps we want to use the event date so we know when their event was, as well as maybe the event type. And again, you can add any other fields here. You can also drag and drop them so those fields will show up in a specific order in your report. Once you have your fields in place, then we can move over to the Filters tab. Under the Filters tab, this will help us dictate what events or what data during specific periods or types that will be exported. In the field drop-downs, we can select what field we would like our conditions to be based upon. So let's say if we're targeting a specific event date range, we would select the event date. And in the condition field, you'll see that everything else is grayed out except for the date, because we are using a date-based field. You can utilize something that's greater than or equal to if you want to use a date range, is equal to for a specific date, and a couple others. And there's some built-in ones if you want a specific month number, if you want the previous month, the current month, next month, previous year, current year, next year, etc. So if you just want to target the previous year, you can select the previous year and then click on Generate Report. If you want to use a specific date range, let's say we only want a certain number of months, we would select is greater than or equal to. Then in the value field, we can enter the date where we want to start that data. So for example, let's say we just want to take the first half of 2025. So we can enter January 2025 here. If we just leave it like this, it's going to give us all events 1/1/2025 and after. But if we only want, let's say 1/1/25 to the end of June 2025, we would then need to enter another filter on the event date. And then in the condition this time, we'd select less than or equal to, and then we can select that date that we want to go through. So if we just want to go through the end of June 2025, we can select June 30th. And there we go. When we generate a report, that's going to give us all events from 1/1/2025 through June 30th, 2025. Let's say we only want to target weddings. In the field, we can also select the event type. And in the condition, now we have a string available that we can select from. Everything else is grayed out because it does not pertain to the event type field. And in the string, we can either choose one of these options here. If you have only one event type that you want to target, you can click as equal to and put in the exact event type. That'll pull all the exact event types. Let's say you have multiple event types that contain the word wedding. Then you can use the word contains. And we could type the word wedding in here. And that'll filter all event types that have the word wedding in it. Next, under sorting, this will allow us to select a field that we can sort either ascending or descending. In this case, let's assort the event date in an ascending order. That way, when we generate the report, the events will be listed from 1/1 and then progress throughout that time frame. Under the display options, here we can select the number of records that we'll see when we generate the report visually in the software. We don't need to enable hyperlinks here, but this will allow you to click through and go to a specific event. And we also don't need to sum any fields because, well, we don't have any value fields included in this particular report. But if you decide to choose that, you can do that here. Once we click on Generate Report, it'll run those filters and conditions, and it'll give us what information was found based upon the filters that we have set. Now, if there's something that you want to change here, do not hit the back button. First, click on Save Report as Template. Give that report a name. You can also categorize your reports by giving it a category. You can also choose specific employee permissions that can access this and change certain things and whatnot. And the reason why you want to save this first is now that it's saved, it'll be saved underneath our saved reports. We can now go back in, and all of those fields and filters and sorting options that we've already entered will already be there. If you decide to hit the back button before you save the report, all of those fields will be cleared out. And of course, once you've generated that report, you can download it as an Excel format, CSV format, tab format, or whatever you need to utilize to import into your mass email program. With that said, hopefully you found this helpful. And if you have any questions, as always, you can find support underneath support options in the left menu of your account. Visit us on the support forum, live chat, and more. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, so that way you can receive updates about new videos that come out. And other than that, we'll see you on the next video. Happy planning.